Okay, so that last video is a little bit long, so I'm going to do something nice and simple for this next one. We just need to create a label which will display when the winner is announced. So you would have done these before, but let's create a label. I'm going to use a font named Chalk Duster, which is possibly the ugliest font available. Okay, then inside our view to load, we're going to set the properties. We want this to be accessible outside because we're going to use it as we reference it in our actual game. So we want it out here, and that way we can manipulate the object. So let's change the font color. Just set some default text. Font size. I'm just going to use these midpoints. Oops, that's really capital. And for this one, I'm going to just move it down a little bit so it sits below my screen. Otherwise, it would just sit in the middle of my game, which I don't want. Okay, next I'm going to and then add my label. Okay, I'm not going to display this first of all because at the moment I set it to hidden, so I don't want it to display yet. But once we move on to the next screen, we'll be able to manipulate this. Oh, sorry, I've just made an issue. This is meant to be position. And what I was meant to put there was my font size, which is 110. It's a little mistake there. Okay, so I'm not going to display this because at the moment it's hidden, but of course I could check that by changing it to false. At the moment I'm going to keep it as this, and then when we run our game, if a winner is announced, I will set this to false.